Yo, today I'm going to be showing you guys builds, but I cannot ignore the fact that NBA 2K23 has finally released the brand new parks for next gen. As you guys can see on your screen, you are looking at the 4 different affiliation parks: Vipers, Wildcats, the Knights, and of course the Beast, bruh. And these parks are amazing. We got a brand new city layout. It's actually smaller this year. We actually have fast travel like 2K18 for the people who played that, where we can go through the subway. And from the looks of it, it seems like we will be actually entering each park in its own server. Like in 22 they had their own servers if you never played next gen, but as you can see, we're actually going through like a tunnel, some type of entrance before you even get into the park, which is amazing. So 2K finally took advantage of a next gen console. Now you guys actually have a real reason to get a PS5, because this is way better than a boat, and there's nothing more that 2K could do if you're complaining about this. Like, the city is 30% smaller, we got fast travel. In addition, we have a new legend grind. The legend grind is back. It's no longer just grinding for 4 seasons, even though they still have seasons, but it's not just hitting level 40 4 times. There's going to be 4 different objectives that you have to complete, which is crazy. We got new rec jerseys. Like, next gen is looking like the wave. It's finally looking like RIP to current gen. I cannot lie. Hey, Christmas around the corner. Y'all better ask for them 5s. Now, after seeing these affiliations, real quick in the comment section, let me know where you guys think you will want to go. I'm just letting you guys know I'm always going to be Beast of the East. So we going to that beautiful Beast Park. But every park is fire. And just to let you know, no matter what your affiliation is, you could play anywhere. So the affiliations really only matter when it comes to events. But let's jump right into this banger. Yeah. So today I will be showing you guys 2 builds in this video. This first build is going to be a rare point guard build, like a super rare name, and the second build, if you guys want to skip to that, will be a more competitive and comp build, something that you would use in a 3v3 environment, the pro-am comp scene, and the stage, like, you know, like a real point guard build. So just know that ahead of time. But let's get into this, bro. So listen, we all know 2K drops Friday, but I will be getting the game tomorrow. I will have early access to NBA 2K23. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel when I'm dropping them exclusives. And of course, when I get a hold of the game, I will be releasing my official build. You know how you guys like to use the build that I'm actually going to use? I'm going to be releasing my official, like, comp, like what I really want to use. But I'm going to have 2 builds this year for sure, bro, because y'all already know different builds are better in different modes. Like, something that you would use on the 2s that's like super tall and 6'7", not going to be the greatest if you go to the stage 3s, you feel me? So I'm gonna have 2 builds. Now, the one we are looking at today, we are going with like a generic point guard build that is going to be 6'3" with some type of weight on it, so that you can do, like, I want to make that build that has like that slashing ability, also some type of shooting. It might not be the greatest shooting, and then of course amazing playmaking, and just not focus on defense. And of course you got to get your physical. So I believe this year in the builder, the physicals will be the finesse. We won't really need, like I told y'all on the last video yesterday, you won't really need to focus on trying to get 99 speed, because we got to think, we got to make a sacrifice, and I think that's what a sacrifice is. You'll be good with just an 85 or 80 to an 85 speed on your point guards this year, because that speed is only for like defense and when you don't have the ball in your hand. So the most important speed, as you guys can see, I have a 93 speed with ball. That is the most important speed that you need. We have the 92 drive and dunk on this build, so we'll be able to do everything that refers to dunking. And then we have the 97 ball handle. Now, there's a possibility that people might try to make 5'7" builds, 5'8" to 5'10", and try to make these attributes like 3 ball and playmaking all the way to 99. But it's always going to have that weakness. Every build is going to have that weakness no matter what. You will no longer be able to do what I did in next gen and had like the very short build 5'10". I had 99 speed with the 99 3 ball with the 99 playmaking. Like, something's going to be missing with defense. Like, you're not getting all of that, bro. So even if people try to make midgets, like, hey, the midget's just gonna get dropped off, bro. Just gonna be free buckets, free back doors. But at least this build is 6'3". So let's see what we could do in the shooting. So in my opinion, I think that the threshold for great shooting, since Mike Wang said it's a little bit difficult, is 80. It's more difficult this year, so having an 83 ball, I think you'll be able to hit consistently like in this game, especially with the amount of badges we have and the actual badges that they do have. So 80 is good enough. An 80 mid-range is good enough. If you want to take this into the rec, you see you got a 70 ball hand. Now listen, this build obviously can be made better, but I want to let you guys know we're strictly making this for the build name. This is one of those rare build names. Like, I know I could go to the side and show like the full potential of this build, but I want to get a rare name because we finally have a bunch of different names on next gen. It's no longer just that. Y'all remember, whoever played next gen, y'all remember that every time you made a build, it just said two-way something. Pretty much two-way something. It'll be two-way shot creator, just the basics, and I just think that is annoying. So when I make my build, I want to like come out with something brand new, unique that I could use in the titles and just be, you know, be that creator. I want you guys to be unique, be that unique build. When people pull up and you see like the build I had yesterday, face up playmaker, like you're like, whoa, what can he do? You feel me? So I love that about 2K. So we locking in these attributes right here. I'm gonna review each category before we move on. As you guys can see, we could at least get clamps if we wanted it on this build, which is cool. But I mean, the goal isn't to play defense with this build, but having clamps on this build would actually be dope. But it's a 6'3". Like, we can't get every single category this year. There's nothing we could do. Like, and I know you guys are like seeing a bunch of attributes added. Like, just because you see a bunch of attributes in categories, that don't mean the build is gonna be good. Because it's like, you got to actually look at the badges, bro. So this is what defense looks like. We have 28 playmaking. We're able to get the important badges like bailout, clamp breaker, killer combos, handles for days. It just depends on how you want to divvy that up. But again, we don't know which badges are really super useful and which ones are not useful. So with finishing, we have 17 points, and that is enough for once we get to tier 3, we'll be able to get a tier 3 badge as well as make one of them that's important a core badge like limitless takeoff. Now this is a very dope point guard build. It's all up to you guys. You got to figure out which game mode you really want to play, but I'm really showcasing this build to you guys because like I said, we going with one of the rarest point guard builds. Back then, to get a rare name, the build had to be trash, but this build is actually not trash. And as you guys can see, the shades of at least my boy Damian Lillard popped up. I like that. And we get the name Tempo Pushing Point. Now guys, we are going to react to my boy Tiller. Now some of you guys might not know him. He normally stream on Twitch, but he is like a comp point guard. Now I don't have access to the game yet. Like I told you guys, I will have the game tomorrow and I will be making my very own builds that we can sit there and depthly and tweak. But Tiller at least have a build close to what I want to make, and I can like pause the screen and tell you guys what I would like tweak for when I get the game and what I would do. But this build is pretty good when it comes to, I told y'all, certain builds will be better in certain modes. If you're just going to play part, that's cool. You don't got to even really think that hard on your build. If you're just going to play twos, you know you're going to have a taller build. If you're going to play stage, you got to have a LaMonsta comp build. If you're going to play Pro-Am, you got to have a LaMonsta comp build. So it just depends on what you want to do. Either way, on this channel, I will have everything. Now, once Tiller finished maxing out all of his attributes, I will talk about the build and break down the build. All right, so let's freeze the frame here. As you guys can see, he has 12 finishing, 23 shooting, 28 playmaking, and 3 defense. So like I told you guys, this year, you really need to focus on the main 2 things that you want to do. Now, a comp point guard, the goal is you want to dribble as much as possible, and of course, you want to shoot. So he did an amazing job with getting enough playmaking, which is 28, enough shooting, so he could shoot enough. And then he has amazing finishing in my opinion because, all right, so let's go to each category. So in the finishing, he chose 70 driving layup. So you could do the new, I think they said it's like scoop layups or something like that. That's the new thing. It's the wave for real. So he could do the layups. He chose an 80 driving dunk so that he can get quick drops. Quick drops, you're going to need an 80 driving dunk to get that. Now, I'm not sure the vertical. It might be a high vertical, but I'll know that before I make my build. But anyway, then you go down to shooting, and as you can see, he has a 92 3-ball. I feel like that's way more than enough. I already seen clips of people shooting with 60 overall. I mean, my bad, not 60, 70 shooting ratings. 80 like different ones and on Hall of Fame for like people who like already leaked the game. But I can't put that in the video because like that's illegal. The game not really out. But I just seen those clips on Twitter. So you can shoot with different 3 balls, bro. But a 92 is more than enough. And then again, like I told you, if you want to take this to the rec and pro-am, he got the free throws, which is 74. Now when we take a look at the potential shooting badges, he has the option to get the important ones: blinders gold, limitless range gold, agent 3s if you want to be a fader. Amp is a good badge, guard up is a good badge this year. So he could pretty much pick all the ones that's good. Like, it's up to you guys to pick your play style. But like I said, this is a comp point guard build. So if this is not your play style, do not make this, bro. But for my comp dribblers out there, we go to the playmaking section where you have 28 playmaking. He made sure he got a lot of pass accuracy. I heard passing is very difficult from the people I talked to that actually played the game early. It's not easy to pass. So you probably want to get minimum 70, even though that's still going to be bad. But for point guards, 80 and up for sure. So he got 85. And then, as you can see, for ball handling, he got a 91, which is very good. You can pretty much do all the dribble moves and stuff like that. You're 6'3", you're not over 6'4", because that height requirement is still there. And then the most important thing, which I've been telling y'all, the contrast from speed with ball is more important than speed. So he made sure he maxed out his speed with ball. And as you can see, the options down there, you can get quick first step, you can get hyper drive, you can get unpluckable, pretty much all the badges, the killer combos. Now, what Tiller explained to me when I talked to him, he said that in his opinion, he feel as though silver handles for days was good enough. So that's his opinion on stamina with silver handles for days. And you guys not even considering, he didn't even get to play the game where we go in the park and y'all know we get double Gatorade bars. So we really probably will have enough stamina with just silver handles for days, even though I'm gonna still try to get Hall of Fame. So like I said, this build is very good. He got a 95 stamina. I like the speed options. And again, this is 6'3". The build could get better, shorter or taller. You could try this at 6'4". You could try this at 5'11", and the stats will probably be higher. You probably get access to more badges. But of course, we already know the weakness is defense. So to use this build, this is a comp setting build, because most of y'all in the comment section gonna say this build is trash because it doesn't have defense. But in reality, in the comp scene, that's the whole point of you having a lock. You don't have to have a point guard that have defense, especially if you're playing threes, stage, rec, and stuff like that. That's what defensive rotations is for. Like, the center going to drop to the paint if somebody try to bully you, and you rotate and go to the corner. So that's comp talk right there. So if you still at that stage where you think you have to have defense on every situation, now if you take this build to the twos court, that's different. This is getting cooked, because there's no way to save you, like, especially if it's 2 ISO players, like, you're gonna have to guard somebody. But that's a whole different topic. We're gonna close out this video. Let's see what Tiller ends off saying in this video about his build.
I feel like the layups are gonna be pretty good this year compared to dunks. This build,
ooh, I like that.
Slashing take, man.
He can get slash take.
You get shot creating take. You get
shot creating, shooting, playmaking.
And you get playmaking take. You can see the shades of right there. Mikael Bridges. We have RJ Barrett. And we have Latrell Spurwell.
Let's see what build name he get.
The build ended up coming out as a 3-point power forward.
What? Oh, you just said the wrong name.
Power forward. This is a 6-point build.
It's a 3-point forward, Tiller.
We got a new build name, and I actually ended up liking how this build came out. I think I'm gonna lab this up a little bit more once the game comes out, once I get my hands on the game, and I'm gonna try to make like a crazy like 6'3", 6'4", maybe even a 6'5" small forward. I just feel like these heights might be kind of fun to use even on a 2v2 or even in a 1v1, so I feel like that's gonna be kind of lit. Giant Slayer on gold, we have that. Fearless Finisher on bronze, we have Acrobat on bronze as well.
Okay,
and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I think I threw on Giant Slayer as my core badge. Yes, so you guys can see core badge.
So he picked Giant Slayer for his core badge because he's 6'3".
23 shooting badges right here. You already know, Green Machine on bronze, we're gonna have that.
I like that choice.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I actually really do like the guard up badge, so I ended up throwing that on gold. So right now we have
guard up gold.
I ended up changing that, trying to figure out exactly where I want to throw these shooting badges. Deadeye, see, here's the thing about the tier system, man. Shooting badges, you have limitless range, you have Deadeye, you have blinders, and you have agent 3s.
Right.
22, those are kind of like your main 4 shooting badges that you would want. You would want Chef, you would want Deadeye, you would want blinders, you would want Agent 3s, you would want those pretty much all on Hall of Fame. This year you can't do that, so GG's
See,
to that.
I told y'all.
Agent 3s, we ended up throwing that on silver. Now into playmaking, y'all can see quick
All right,
first step
that was
on
good.
Hall
That
of
was good
Fame,
shooting choices.
on gold.
I see what he picked for playmaking,
once
chat.
again, comparing like Trae Young, Kyrie Irving, those type of guards, you might even be fine with like silver or bronze unpluckable. We'll just have to see once the game comes out.
Facts, we gonna have to play.
Lockdown builds are gonna be, how people are gonna be performing with these lockdowns. Also ended up going with killer combos on gold as well.
Okay.
And
I definitely want that badge for sure.
Silver. Y'all already know handles for days
But I
on
told
silver,
y'all.
handles for days on bronze. I think people are gonna have to stick with like silver being the maximum. Now, if I see
told
people
y'all.
like really like trying to lean towards having that on gold, bro, hey, best of luck to you. You have Clamp Breaker as well. Clamp Breaker, not my personal favorite badge. I don't think I'm gonna have this on my
so
build.
he don't like
And
it?
Mismatch
Okay.
Expert, I probably will end up having that on like silver, gold, maybe. We end up rocking diamond probably on bronze.
Okay, I
for,
like the notes.
you know,
I like
my
the tips. I like
spot
the
ups and
tips.
stuff
Okay.
like that.
Good
So,
info. Good info.
Right now we have mismatch on silver. We're gonna throw that dimer on bronze.
See, I ain't getting dimer.
Maybe
Hey,
overdrive,
I
but
ain't
at the
getting
same
dimer.
time,
I'm just letting y'all know.
yeah.
All right, so this gonna conclude the video. Shout out to my boy Tiller, and his link will be in the description. My boy Next to Blow, man. I feel like I feel great to be in a position where I could like show love to somebody else, show love to other creators that you guys never probably seen in the community. Like that's dope to me. That make me feel great. But this is a dope build. You feel me? Like I said, I'll be getting the game tomorrow like 8 a.m. so you guys can finally see what LaMonsta is gonna create. I'm gonna give y'all 2 fire point guard builds, and then we're gonna dive into the game like my own builds that I want to actually use. But it's your boy LaMonsta. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. The LaMonsta build is coming. I already know what I want to make, and we out of here.